Hey, 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 hey.
Slightly different angle today. You're just seeing the back end of the house.
Yeah.
So, hello everybody. Welcome to the live. It is Tuesday evening. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very, 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 very tired.
He's
So
very
I will
tired.
try and plow through as best I can, but I'm always happy to entertain people here. So how's everybody been? Everyone having a good, pleasant evening? It is really, really warm here. It's about 26 degrees Celsius. I was going to say it's really, really pleasant.
It's really warm and I don't feel chilly, even though it was really windy, because it was really windy earlier.
Hey Charlie, how are you? You all right?
Mm.
How many
Hey,
followers?
Charlie.
Come on, let us know.
I hope you're well.
106. That's
Wow,
not bad.
it's not bad. It's not bad at
That's
all.
doing really, really well. So you are up from last week. I remember. I remember. I don't know why I remember all this. So Keegan was on at 28. So yeah, he's on 21. Anyway, far away.
So how is everyone? What has everyone been doing for the week? What did we do on the weekend? We went
to Toby Carvery. So, Touche, if you're on, this was one of the things we thought of you as well when we went. So it was really nice. I must admit, I ate a lot of food.
You did eat
Pepper,
a lot.
hi.
Hi, Pepper. How are you? I hope you're well.
You're all right. Have you been, Pepper? You well?
Pepper goes to Blacklock quite often.
Oh, yeah, I heard. This is quite a regular view of Blacklock.
I think so. They're hugging her.
Oh
They're
my
hugging her
God,
and all
they know
sorts.
you that well. So for anybody not familiar, Blacklock is we've reviewed it 2 or 3 times. It's a carvery place in central London. Pepper said, "I'm enjoying the heat with a glass of wine. Fantastic." Oh, happy birthday, Kelly, says Amy. Hi, Amy, you're all right, even though it's nowhere near.
It's nowhere near my birthday, as you well know.
Oh, she loves Blacklock.
Of course.
Question for you, Pepper. Have you done the Saturday one and the Sunday one, or just the Sunday one?
She did say on the notes on the comments she's just done the Sunday, but after watching our video, she's gonna try the Saturday.
And Amy likes pink lock. Have you not tried green lock? Oh, you know she would say that as well.
Do you want to show your biscuits?
I will in a second. Ice cream. Oh yeah, can you hear the ice cream truck? My God. Yeah, so there is one down locally as well.
They come around quite often now, actually.
Oh, I shall do it this Saturday. I'm really interested to see what you prefer, whether it's the Saturday or the Sunday one as well. My personal favourite is the Saturday one, but that's because I'm vegetarian.
Yeah, my personal favourite is also the Saturday one, but I have a feeling Pepper's going to prefer the Sunday.
All right,
the Sunday roast, I feel.
I was going to say it as well. So, Amy, what have you been up to? Doing anything nice? Look at you two and your posh conservatory. It's not, honestly, if you looked inside, you wouldn't think it's posh. It's
exactly. Yeah.
Pepper said, but I have to take another person to have the mix you guys had.
No, you don't. You can ask it for one if you want to have it for one.
Yeah.
So if you just want to go like on your own, then just have it for one. That's what I did because Mark's vegetarian. So he had the vegetarian thing, but I had it made for one. Just ask them, they will do it.
Mark, have you seen my 16th birthday cake? I did. I didn't. Do you know what? First of all, I didn't believe you. And then I've got to say, hang on, this is Amy. This is Amy. So I actually felt, when I saw it, I thought, no, that actually made a lot of sense. But yeah. Sorry, going back to Pepper's thing. Yes, you can do this thing because Kelly did. They asked, and actually, fact, they were very nice and obliged. So for anybody not familiar with Blacklock, when you go in, the idea is you do the sharing platter, so you have to have it for 2. However, Kelly did ask, and they said, yeah, we will do it for 1.
Yeah.
Aoife, hello.
Hey, Aoife.
How you feeling? You feeling a bit better? I hope you're well. Right, today, guys, this is a newbie that I am trying. So these are the Peppa Pig. Now, I wanted to call them Percy Pig, even, sorry. Peppa Pig. Percy Pig. These, I wanted to call them Jammy Dodgers, but they're not. I don't want to get sued. So these are their jam sandwich creams. It's effectively jammy Dodgers, but just with cream in them. Yeah. There you go. So we will try.
But the biscuit is very different to a
oh, look at that! I get a broken one.
The jammy Dodger. You can have the one underneath.
No, that's all right. So that's what they look like. Looking very similar, but there is a cream in there.
Well, you're doing your pig upside down, but that's the pig right there. So the smiley face.
Ah, I didn't realise that. Look at the
Well, of course not. And there's the curly tail. So you've got the curly tail right there. Mark couldn't wait. But these to me are better than the
Just try
they're
it.
better, yeah.
Oh. Look at that, just in the middle of a food review. I'll let Kelly finish the food review.
There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. You know who bought these for us? Siobhan. So Ben's brother's girlfriend. Mark's brother Ben's girlfriend. Bought these, but they are so delicious. They're really nice. I like the jam in it. I like the biscuit as well, because with the Jammy Dodger biscuits, they're a little bit hard. And I like the cream. I just really like these. I could eat these non-stop. They're really nice. I gotta say, I probably had about 3 or 4 already, but today's Tuesday and I haven't done too badly because Siobhan bought them on Sunday. So I haven't eaten too much, but I'm a real biscuit girl. But as long as they're good biscuits. And these, I have to say, are really good biscuits. So if you like jam, if you like cream, I highly recommend these biscuits. Do they taste like Percy Pigs? There's a slight flavouring to them, I guess. But they don't wholly taste like Percy Pigs, to be quite honest. I think because of the jam and the cream, because I think it's the actual biscuit that is a little bit flavoured like a Percy Pig. But yeah, I've got to say, I really like these jam sandwich creams. Percy Pig flavour pink shortcake biscuits with raspberry jam and cream. Delicious. Ooh.
Right, where were we?
There's loads of messages. I've missed them all.
Mark, I love Dodgers. Oh, Kelly, please don't let Mark announce anything. Amy said, "Oh my God, you're pregnant." No, that's not an accident. I'm not going to announce anything.
It's nothing about me.
No, Amy. No, she said. No, I'm not. Amy said, "Stop asking if I want to know. Once is enough." Aoife said, "I'm sorry to tolerate, please." Amy said, "Only if you stop asking, then I won't ask." What are you asking? Try. So Aoife said, "Try." I can't read that. Is it Moju milk? It's heavenly.
Oh, never even heard of it.
Right. So I skipped through the comments just a bit, just so we can say we've gone back to our usual coffee bits. I'm gonna have another one of these. I'm not gonna lie. I've probably since Siobhan bought them, I've probably had about 4. You had
not even because you finished all the sweets, all of them, all of the sweets, and the coffee beans.
These
the cheek.
Good. You don't even like coffee beans.
That's not the point. The point is you can't say to me, "Oh yeah, for at least allow me to have these," with you finishing all the sweets and the coffee beans. The cheek. So Siobhan bought us a load of goodies. She bought us 2 packs of the like a Caterpillar Friends, I think it was, and then Percy Pigs, some coffee beans, salted caramel, chocolate, which we've not tried, which is on the which is on the counter. I don't know if you want to get it for us to try it. We could try it.
No, this is typical Kelly. Wait for me to sit down and ask me to go back.
It would have made common sense when you saw them there to bring it and then think, "Oh yeah, you know what? We could try these." He brought the Jammy Dodgers. I don't know why he didn't bring the Cadbury's salted caramel. Anyway, so the oh no, it's not even Cadbury's, or is it? Yeah, dairy milk. Yeah, so they're Cadbury's dairy milk salted caramel. So if you know, dairy Cadbury do a dairy milk normal caramel. However, this one is the salted caramel, and they seem to be a lot thinner than the normal caramel bar. So it'd be really interesting to try it.
Right now, apart from a bath sheet, everything else is dry. Says oh, what's that relating to?
Oh, she was doing some laundry earlier and hanging them outside.
Right. Aoife said, Amy said, Aoife kept saying, "Don't announce." When somebody keeps saying constantly means they want us to know. No. This one I don't think she does.
Yeah.
Keegan,
And
hello.
I
Hi,
would never reveal anything anyway that anyone didn't want me to, and you never asked me to say anything, so I didn't.
well, Keegan, everybody, is in McDonald's in St Andrew's Quay in Hull. How is it there? Are you
Ooh.
enjoying the weather, Keegan? And are you eating it outside or are you eating it in the restaurant?
So I got the normal Starbucks, which I got mine with semi-skimmed milk. This is a caramel frappuccino, semi-skimmed milk, caramel drizzle, and cream. Mm.
Right, so Aoife said we got a hot sun spell for 2 hours. I sat out immediately and had a quick short shower.
Of
Funny
course.
enough, yesterday it absolutely bucketed down here. It was so torrential. And then it just sort of left then for about 2 hours. It was really hot and sunny. I put a couple of things outside to dry, and then it bucketed down again. So yeah, I kind of missed the thing there. Amy said there's a big art show gallery thing in my college coming up with everybody's work. Big event apparently. Wow, so it's going to be your stuff as well.
Wow, 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 wow.
So are you going to be in it? Are you going to be showing your stuff in there? Eva said, reckon it's going to rain shortly. Mark, after a quick rain spell, I sat out. Oh, do you know what? I did the same. There's that lovely smell. Does everybody get that smell? You know, when you get the rain hits the grass and it just gets that really nice sort of pleasant smell.
Funnily enough, I was with someone yesterday, and we went to Wagamama's, and as we were walking back, it was overcast, and she's like, "Oh, looks like it's going to rain." I said, "You can smell it. Rain has a certain smell. You can't always smell it. That's not the case. But on this particular, I said, you can smell that it's about to rain." Although I missed it, I got on the train. It didn't even rain while I was on the train, so maybe I beat it on the way. I don't know, but I didn't see any of the rain. And when I got back, the ground was wet, but that was because we had the window cleaners.
It certainly was. So Amy said, yes, my stuff will be in it. So did you want to advertise for other people to see it, or would you rather just keep it to yourself for now? Either which. Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing this. So
Neither do I.
go on, show.
So this is the one that Siobhan bought us. And so we're gonna try it now live on the live. Cadbury's Dairy Milk Salted Caramel. All right.
Oh, my neighbour Dermot said I can have some of his roses. He's lovely and kind.
Oh,
well,
nice.
Funny enough, there's opposite us. There's a lady there with a really, really nice rose bush. You've been meaning to go. You haven't asked, but you've been meaning to.
I really want a rose cutting. It is, but I don't know when you're supposed to plant roses. We have to have a look. When is the best? I should Google when is the best time to take a cutting for a rose.
Or just ask them. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, Amy. You don't want to share it, but is there not? Surely there must be a gluten-free chocolate.
Oh, there's going to be. I mean, hold on. Chocolate doesn't include flour or thing, does it?
I don't know.
When you make
on the back?
you make chocolate.
Are his roses? His roses. Are they his Valentines? No, I don't think it's that. Amy, geez. Look on the back, Kelly. Exactly.
It's got whey powder in it.
Does it say gluten free?
It doesn't say gluten free.
No, it doesn't say anything. Excuse me. So it does say suitable for vegetarians, but there's nothing about it being gluten. So it contains glucose syrup, vegetable fats, palm and shea, cocoa mass, cocoa butter, glucose fructose syrup, whey powder, emulsifiers, salt flavorings, and acid regulators. But I don't know that's got gluten in it.
I don't know about whey powder if it would have gluten in it, but I've never heard of chocolate having gluten in it.
It says may contain gluten.
No,
it doesn't even say that.
No, it doesn't say may contain gluten.
May contain nuts and wheat. So that if it's wheat, then it could be.
Yeah, that is true.
Right. Let
me do it.
Not a chance, Amy, says Aoife. I'm not going there for the Valentine's roses. I think what Aoife's going for is just a cutting so she can grow her own rose bush. So I haven't tried this one. This is one that we thought we would try on the live. This is new, by the way. So this is the new...
Melting already. Wow.
Yeah, in the heat. So I just want one square.
Okay.
Right. Thank you. There we go. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Straight away, it's a caramel. It doesn't taste of salted caramel.
No, there's a slight tinge of salt, but
I think that needs no more salt. Oh no, actually, I've got the after effect. Yeah, that is nice.
there's a slight tinge to it, but nothing.
I needed the after kick. It was the after kick that did it for the salt. Oh, stop the ghost hunting date. Amy says Aoife and Amy should go on Aoife and Richard should go on a ghost hunting date.
No more talk about ghosts.
Yeah.
Ghosts or anything of the occult.
Oh no, you had the live cut out. Don't worry, you're on there now.
I don't want to hear anything about the occult, thank you. Or
Oh,
horror
is that it
stories
then?
or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. Okay then, fine, said Amy. But we will overrule that rule definitely when it comes to Halloween, because I think that is what we've got to do.
Yeah, that's different though. So what did everyone get up to at the weekend? So Toby, we did.
Yeah, so we did the Toby Carvery, that was on the Sunday. Saturday we did another barbecue.
Yes, we did.
But
Yeah.
it was a small barbecue as well.
Yeah. So my bestie came round, Evelyn. My mum came round. My mum brought her meat.
So listen to this. Tell everybody, listen to this story. This is Kelly's mum all over.
So basically, I was doing a barbecue, and my mum said, anytime it's hot, like on the weekend, I will tend to do a barbecue. Normally, it would be a mini one between you and I. And then Evelyn called. She goes, "It's going to be hot on the weekend." I was like, "All right, come round." So I ordered a couple of things, and I thought, right, I was only going to marinate. So I did pork belly, steak, and lamb. And I was only really going to make a marinade for the pork. I wasn't really going to bother with the lamb because I thought it's organic lamb. It's a beautiful ribeye steak. Not going to marinate it. I'm just going to get the flavors of the organic lamb and the ribeye steak. And then my mum called me. She goes, "Are you going to do a barbecue?" I was just like, "Hey, yeah, I'm going to do a barbecue." She goes, "All right, I'm going to come round with my meat." I was like, "Okay." So she came round and she brought her meat. She brought rump steak and she brought lamb. Now, the problem I find with rump steak is it's very chewy. Even when you don't, even if you do it like medium or whatever, or even medium rare, I don't find it like a pleasant melt in the mouth meat.
True, but onto
So,
the story bit.
all
No,
right.
no, hang on. So now you're thinking, well, she brought it round for the barbecue for everybody to enjoy.
So let me tell the story because Mark likes to do a lot of spoilers. So anyway, so she brought the meat round, and when she brought it, she goes, "Oh, have you done a marinade?" And I was just like, "No, I wasn't planning on doing a marinade. I'm just gonna do a marinade for the pork." "Oh no, I want you to do me a marinade." I was like, "Okay." Now the weekends before, I had done like a Chinese marinade, and I knew she really liked that, so I thought, you know what? Let me do a Chinese marinade, and then I'm only gonna do a barbecue marinade for me and Evelyn. So I quickly did one, and I put my mum's on first. So my mum's waiting. She's brought her containers along. She sat in the corner chatting with Evelyn. Then, as soon as her meat was done, she was like, "Anyway, I'm going now. Here's my box." And so I packed it all in the box, and then she left.
Has anybody had that? If anybody's done a cooking or somebody's bought some food, asked you to cook it, they just take it and then go. Don't sit down, no socializing, just go.
But that was her intention. She had already told me that from the beginning. She goes, "Oh, I'm just going to bring my meat around." So anyway, she went off, and then later she came back with Gato Brezel. I have no idea why. And then I said, "Oh, what did you do with your meat?" She goes, "Oh, I put it in the freezer." I was like, "What for? Why put it in?" Because the thing is, the reason my mum wanted meat, she's on a diet. So the diet she's on is similar to like Atkins or
No carbs.
it's basically a low carb diet. So but my mum really likes barbecue. So when she got the barbecue, oh, we've frozen. Oh yeah, there we are. So when she got the barbecue, she just took it home and she put it in the freezer. And I said, "But barbecue is best." Now, don't get me wrong. I love leftovers. Absolutely. That's probably the best part. But you don't take your fresh meat don't have any of it and then leave the rest as leftovers or whatever. No, she just took it home and put it in the freezer. I just like, what? It just was
I have
bizarre.
never, ever had that where somebody turns up to a barbecue, brings their own stuff, you cook it for them, and then they just bugger off and go. So Aoife said, I want to go to a Toby's. Oh, well, you must have something similar in Ireland. Do you get Toby carveries in Ireland, or is there anything similar?
Oh, you must have something similar. I can only imagine Ireland doing really good carveries.
I was going to say, if not, when you come to Liverpool, that is one thing to look at. There will bound to be one there. Amy said, I need to lose half a stone before I go out again to eat. No, you don't. Besides, as well, sometime when we meet up, you'll have to make room if we're going to try one of these donuts. Mark, you are a very good trailer for a bad movie. Is that about my life? I like doing the spoilers. I like doing.
Yeah, it's just like, let me tell the story. Why are you interrupting?
Yeah, I do that with my mum. What do you actually do trailers for your mum? Yeah, Pepper said, "Oh, mummy, I know.
Yeah.
I have never ever." So, I mean, I've been to all kinds of barbecues and functions, but kind of, it's almost like a leaving do. I've gone to people's leaving do's where somebody just wants to go for the food and leave. I have seen that as well, but I've never had a barbecue where somebody brings their own stuff, cooks it on the barbecue, and then walk.
Yeah, but you've been to barbecues where you ain't been catered for.
Oh yeah,
he's been to many barbecues where they've not even bothered to cook for him.
No,
like, not even got anything in.
No, I've been to many. Well, both sides of families. So, yeah, I've had that a few times. So basically, what I mean by that is they'll have when we cater for everybody. So we'll cater for vegetarians, pescatarians, meat eaters,
people who have got certain dietary requirements,
allergies, all of that.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm thinking, well, because we do it, everybody else but does it. No. So there's been plenty of times when I've gone round and they go, what have you got? And they go, well, I've got, do you want chicken? No, I don't eat chicken. Pork? No. Beef? No. Lamb? No. And I've gone through. And in the end they go, well, actually, I've got some rice and salad. And then, of course, this one goes, oh, but there's rice and salad. What, would you be happy with rice and salad? Oh, no. God, no.
Hold on a second.
No, wouldn't want
that's
that.
Not quite right.
It's right for Mark to have it.
That's not quite right. My family, there's never been a time where Mark's been. My family always cater for Mark.
Yeah, that's
always.
True. They do. I did.
However, Mark changes what he likes. So 1 minute he likes things with sauce, and then the next thing he doesn't like things with sauce. 1 minute he does eat rice, the next minute he doesn't eat rice. Mark hasn't eaten rice, but if I cook rice, he'll eat it. Or when we normally go to my mum's, he won't eat the rice. But my mum made rice the other day, and then he goes, oh, I'll have some of that rice. Because mum said, oh, does Mark want some of that rice? I said, oh, Mark doesn't always eat rice. And then he all of a sudden turned around and make me look stupid and go, oh, yeah, actually, I'll have some of the rice. And I'm like...
No, I did say to him, I don't normally have it, but I will try it. So I did make sure, don't worry. I know, if you've never been to a barbecue.
I know, that's crazy.
But you've got a garden. So all you need to do is like,
Has he got a garden?
I'm sure you've got a garden. Didn't you say you had a garden? You don't even need a garden, right? So
that is true.
The local park, I mean, our local park is actually banned barbecues. But when we first started doing barbecues, and then this is when we had in our old house, when we had a very small garden, we just bought a £5 disposable barbecue, and it still worked. Not the best, but it did work. So it was really nice to do. So you can just do that one as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can just buy if you've got even a little balcony, you can buy a small barbecue and just
oh no, Eva doesn't have a garden. Sorry.
No, I didn't think she did.
But then local parks, some of the local parks will allow you to do it. I've seen it loads of local parks. Obviously not Hyde Park or Central London.
No. But there are lots of parks where you can buy disposable barbecue.
Yeah.
Just have a little, but you can't do it on the grass. You cannot use your disposable barbecue on the grass. That is a no-no. You have to do it on a table. So you can buy disposable barbecue, do it on the table, and then, do you know what I mean? And enjoy that. But yeah, for sure, there's plenty of places.
Pepper said, I know someone who bought food and to a barbecue and took a slice of cake first, then took the leftover Coke home. But that was in so I do also, funny enough, you should say that. My parents are saying that near where they used to live, or near the people that used to live near them, they used to do a barbecue every year, and what they used to do is they used to ask people to bring food for the barbecue, but they let slip to my parents. The reason they did that was because a lot of the food didn't get eaten. So they would have and they would basically it'd fill their freezer up for the month. So my parents stopped going because they just thought, well, I'm not there to support your.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when we do a barbecue, we provide everything. Certain people, like if I've forgotten something, and certain people say, "Oh, shall I bring something?" I go, "Oh yeah, can you bring some salmon? Because I forgot to get an extra pack." Or someone will say, "Should I bring something?" I say, "Oh yeah, can you buy a bag of ice?" Or something like that. But normally we provide all the drinks, all the food, all of that type of stuff. So it's only little things if we've forgotten. Usually my mum will bring a Pims. I've normally got bottles of Pims, but sometimes my mum will bring an extra Pims, or yeah, but we provide everything, and then people take leftovers, and I normally do baked potatoes, sweet potatoes. Yeah, we do like quite a lot.
So, Amy said, "Okay, I'm going to go to the gym before I see you next. Let me know 6 weeks in advance." No, Amy, just burn it off in the gym. It's fine. Whatever you eat.
No,
Before is the best time to have it. So eat it and then you go to the
there's
gym.
no need for you to go to the gym. You don't need to go to the gym. Don't be silly.
Mark likes to be pampered with food. Absolutely,
Yes, he
Pepper.
really does.
So the reason being is because we do it to other people. I expect it when I go there.
Even if we didn't do it for other people before that, you've always liked food, regardless.
Absolutely. And do you know what? There's nothing better though, Pepper, when you just go to someone, there's all that food there to enjoy. Even so, I don't have a garden. The back gardens with weeds, and eating alone isn't my thing. Well, do you know what?
Hey, what do you mean? You go to the restaurants on your own all the time?
I was gonna say, just go with or invite a friend over.
That is true.
So a back garden with weeds. Yeah, I was gonna say a back garden with weeds, but don't worry about that. The barbecue will burn them. Pepper said, "Oh, I love a breakfast barbecue." We do too. So we always end up doing a brunch. So kind of like we start it, or a lunch really, because we kind of start it about noonish.
Yeah.
And then we just eat the way through. But it's so nice actually, yeah, when you're doing that as well. Surprisingly, when I do your bacon and stuff, bacon actually barbecues quite well.
Yeah, if it's thicker.
Yeah.
If it's like a thicker. But I'm gonna do bacon chops next time. I'm gonna do bacon chops, and I normally do like caramelized onion sausages, things like that. Chicken sausages, caramelized onion sausages, because there's a couple of people, although they don't eat meat, they will eat chicken. And so when I do like chicken sausages and things like that, and then we do like waffles, and we do chocolate waffles, we do quite a bit.
Yeah, we do actually. So, and it goes down very, very well.
Pancakes,
anything with maple syrup tends to go down very well.
eggs.
Vaughan, hi.
Hey, Vaughan.
How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you for joining us.
So here we go. Aoife said, if it was a barbecue, I would bring sausages, burgers, burger buns, onions, and cola. Amy said, if it was a barbecue, I would bring ice.
We always need ice, trust me. But we normally do like things like corn on the cob. We do burgers. I normally buy brioche buns for the burgers and brioche rolls for the hot dogs. And then we do normal hot dogs. We do caramelized onion hot dogs, and we do chicken sausages. Yeah.
Aoife, just invite your rose neighbour. Actual fact, there you go. You could do that. If you give me some roses, I will. You could do the barbecue.
Let's do a barbecue. Exactly.
I don't enjoy the eating out alone, and I hate folks' stares. Well, it depends who you're eating with, I suppose. But yeah, if somebody's just going to stand opposite you and just stare at you.
Do you know what though? More and more people I see eating on their own in restaurants. More and more people. I took, although I haven't done it for a long time. I think it was last year. I think you were working, and I had to go and pick up. I had ordered some trainers, so I went on my own because everybody was doing something, and then I just thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to go sit down and have brunch, and I went and took myself, to brunch, but it was a lovely, quiet, sweet place, and we go to brunch. We've been to brunch there a few times, and I just thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to go on my own, and then I just went and sat down, had my trainers next to my brand new trainers sitting next to me while I was eating brunch.
Brunch, baby. Who was to say you were going to do that, weren't you, as part of a series? So
I am going to do it, yeah.
Oh yeah. So Kelly's had an idea for a series where she does do dining alone. For
I'm going to do something. It's called. I'm debating about. I'm not going to reveal what I'm going
Oh,
to
right,
call
sorry,
it.
that was me. Richard.
Yeah, I'm not going to reveal what I'm going to call it and stuff like that. But I am going to do a series where I'm doing things. Well, I was, but there's a very good reason why I may have to put it on the back burner for now. But I will reveal all in a few months' time as to why I have to put it on the back burner. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed Chatty Kel or Kel Chat. I don't know if we've spoken about it because I
Yeah,
think
you
I've been.
did.
Oh, we did
Yeah,
do
we
it.
did last
Okay,
week.
okay.
So we do have another. I'll talk about the videos that are coming up in a minute. Somebody's got to upload them, and then we will put them live.
Well, somebody who edited it, it was stuck in the middle, and I thingied it twice, and had to cut a little bit, and still have to watch it and do things to it, and that's why I couldn't upload it.
So Amy said, "Okay, I will eat with you in Ireland when I come." There you go, Aoife. You're gonna
Ah,
have there. You'll have to do that. So Amy's expecting full barbecue. Vaughan said, "You're so lucky to have a garden in London. I love lamb
yeah,
chops and ribeye steak." Do you know, we are lucky actually. That
yeah.
one of the deciding factors for us to have this house was the fact that it did have a garden.
Because there are plenty of gardens. We we live in the London borough, but we don't live right in the centre of London for sure. However, a lot of the gardens around sort of like near up where my mum lives and all that. Like my mum's garden is an okay size. It's an average garden. But when we came to this garden, it was quite large by normal standards, I guess,
For
normal London
London standards,
for
yeah.
London standards, because your parents' garden is very big,
Yeah, but they live in the countryside.
right? But this is large by London standards. Now, don't get me wrong, I have seen bigger gardens, but the cost of those the cost of those properties are not within we're not within our budget. However, we've got quite a sizable garden, enough to have 40 people come sit, chill, and we could have more than 40 people, to be fair.
It's
I,
cram though, but yeah.
I don't know if I could cook for more than 40 people. Like, I don't know if I could cook barbecue for more than 40 people for sure. I'd be like, oh my God. I normally need two people at the barbecue and then me running around, because inevitably somebody always wants something. And that's how it is when you're trying to cater for 40 people, because somebody's automatically, oh, have you got this? Can you get that? Do you know this? Do you know that? And you're trying to cook and people are coming up to you. So normally what I try and do is have, like, Evelyn's really good and she's by the barbecue. Mark's doing the other barbecue, and then people come and ask me and I can run in and out, or I might be prepping something in the kitchen, and that's how.
So Pepper said, "Yeah, oh, I eat out alone all the time." Oh, that's interesting. How do you find that, Pepper? Do you find it's? Oh yeah, and she actually goes and says it's fun. The restaurant staff look after you.
Yeah.
But do you find that as well? Do you have any issue with it, or do people? I don't know.
I
Is
don't
it,
think people stare anymore.
no, I was gonna say.
I think at the very beginning, like
What
when,
do you mean by the beginning?
like in the beginning, sort of like, I guess if you think about it, in the sort of 90s and early to mid noughties, I guess, you used to think, oh, when somebody went to the cinema on their own, you'd think, and then, or if you saw someone eating in a restaurant on their own, you think, ah. But now I feel it's like normal. It's normal.
There you
Like, I
are.
love going to the cinema on my own. I love it. So I've been to the cinema on my own plenty of times. I normally like it when we're abroad and I go to the cinema on my own. But since I've been with you, I've not really. I don't think I've gone to the cinema on
I'm gonna
my
need to
own.
catch up with the chat. So
There's the mouse is there.
yeah. So Aoife has asked Vaughan if she's about. He says, "I'm sort of here, but very distracted. Family member medical crisis." Right in that way.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they're okay, Vaughan. Aoife said, "Oh, Dermot and I only had a first-time casual chat." Well, there you go. You can get some roses from the guy if you can grow those roses. Aoife said he has the same. He has the same name as my brother and my uncle.
Oh, okay.
Pepper said it's fun at the restaurant. Yeah, look, after we said that one. Aoife said, "Vaughan, it's not. Hope it's not serious." Vaughan said hello to Amy. Aoife said, "Vaughan, if you get the chance next 10 days, do you fancy a trip to Mayo?" There you go.
Oh, wow.
He said, "Oh, my aunt has a massive garden too." You were saying actually, Amy, because you were thinking of going there for a barbecue. Vaughan said, "Are you under an umbrella? It seems very shady." No, there's a massive tree. There's a massive tree right there.
Yeah.
So it sort of shades us over, so it's quite nice. We've got Louise has just joined us. Hello.
All right, yeah, hello.
Lovely sharing, dear. Thank you. I
Oh,
hope you
thank
are. Thank you for
you.
joining us. I hope you're well. I hope you're
Welcome.
enjoying the chat.
Yes.
Lovely to see you.
Please get involved in the chat. Let us know what you've been doing. Let us know what you think.
Eva said, I have had people on other tables throwing me sympathetic glances. But do you think, is it the case though? Are they sympathetic glances, or are you thinking that's what they're thinking?
Or are they looking admiring? Do you know what I mean? Because like sometimes, like I've had friends that have gone on holiday on their own, and when I was younger, I always just thought, oh, I don't think I could ever go on holiday on my own. But a lot of friends, they said, well, if I don't go on my own, I'll never go. So a lot of my friends, and there's been loads of friends that have gone on holidays on their own and stuff like that, and loads of friends who go out to eat on their own, loads of friends who go to the cinema on their own. But like I've gone to out to eat on my own, and I've gone to, but even so, like sometimes when if like when we've gone to Lanzarote, I've said to Mark, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna sit here. You go off and do what you're doing, and you've left me. Like sometimes he's left me at the cocktail bar, or sometimes he's left me and I've gone somewhere and had a pizza. And I sit there on my own, drinking my drink, reading my book or whatever. Because sometimes Mark wants to just go off and he wants to walk and go into shops and blah, blah, blah. And after the fourth or fifth day of doing the exact same thing, I'm just like, do you know what? I just want to sit down. I want to chill. I want to do whatever I'm doing. And Mark goes off and leaves me at the cocktail bar, then comes back to get me later, and then we'll go off and do whatever. But I feel fine. I don't feel, yeah, I don't feel any type of way. But I think I would have, because for me, I think it was a confidence thing.
Well, this is it, because Amy said going to the cinema is nice on your own, but she said I'm a lonely chicken. But I don't think it's so much being the fact that it's being lonely. Cinema, actually, I think is absolutely fine to go on your own.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, even if you went with somebody else, you can't chat, or
Yeah.
you shouldn't be chatting during the film. So it's absolutely fun. And I used to go loads of times on my own.
I had a friend and she didn't want to. I wanted to go and watch. What was the Michael Jackson before he? I mean, after he died.
Oh, the one.
The one. So I went to watch that, and she went to watch Saw. So she didn't want to watch, and I certainly didn't want to watch Saw. So we went to that, but she hated it. She absolutely hated sitting in the cinema on her own. Then we went to see another film, and the cinema was absolutely packed. So we had to sit in two separate seats, but she refused to go and sit on the seat and sat on the step next to me. So she sat on the step, and I sat in the chair, and I was going, like, go to the other seat. Like, she's like, no, I'm gonna sit right here. And I was just like, okay. And then we sat and watched the film while she was.
Let me catch up with the chat a little bit. So Vaughan said, oh, please. So Vaughan wants Aoife's email. So Aoife's asked if we can go through you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you, Vaughan, if you go to my about page, or if you go to Insta, IG, you'll see me on there. I see Mark and Kelly strips, tips, and things, and then we can do it on there.
Pepper said they're looking at you because they think you're beautiful. There you are. You see, you don't know, they're looking at admiring glances. Very true. You can see that as well. Just think that.
Yeah.
Aoife said, "It's sympathetic glances." No, Pepper. No, come on, Aoife.
No, I don't think so.
That. Richard, hello.
Hey, Richard.
Richard said he's just watching for a bit though.
Yeah.
Hi, Evelyn.
Because I know he's doing something.
How are you? Were you just talking about you in the barbecue?
Yeah, in the barbecue.
Pepper said, "Oh, I go to the pubs on my own as well." Do you see? That is, I've got to say, that's brave. I have gone to coffee shops on my own.
Yeah, coffee shops and things like that.
But I've never gone to the pub on my own. I've never done a restaurant on my own as well. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but
you just haven't done it.
I haven't done it.
Also, like sometimes when you're going to meet friends, there are some friends that just wait for me outside the restaurant, and I'm like, why are you waiting out? Like, go inside, get the table. Like me and Evelyn, we're fine with that. Like Evelyn will go in if she's waiting for me, or I'll go in if I'm waiting for her or whatever. But we never ever stay outside of the restaurant waiting for each other before we're going in. Are you mad? That is just crazy. But I have other friends who refuse to go into the restaurant, who want to meet outside the restaurant. So they won't sit on their own.
I've got
inside.
friends like that as well.
Yeah,
they won't go in.
They won't go in and get the table.
No,
like
they won't.
crazy.
They won't. I think it's. But I've got friends as well that would absolutely refuse to eat on their own. They would just see it as completely. They just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like these days that sort of thing. I don't feel like people pay attention to that sort of thing anymore. I don't know.
No, I don't think they do. I mean, also, I wouldn't. If I saw somebody on their own eating, I wouldn't seeing anything of it.
Yeah,
I mean, it could
yeah.
be anything. They could be waiting for somebody. They could be wanting to go off on their just for something to eat.
Yeah, just like some alone time. Like some people just want some alone time.
Amy said, "Now, Richard, listen here. All right, sounds like you're gonna got something to say. Go on, Amy. What were you gonna ask him?" Vaughan said, "I applied to renew my passport. I wanted to go to Florida. Wow, but logistically, it's a big deal on my own, so maybe not. You were thinking coming UK side first, going east, and then before you go west. It'll be interesting though. Florida would be a real big trip on your own."
Yeah.
Amy said, I want to travel alone. My parents won't let me." Well, one day, once you've got the cash, once you've got it saved up, you can do all the traveling. Traveling alone is one way you really discover yourself. You really do.
But also you can get a job that involves traveling. So whether it's something like a tour operator, or whether it's somebody on a cruise ship, or you're working in a hotel and then you ask the hotel to transfer you and you go to work at another hotel abroad and stuff like that. There's plenty of ways to get that you can get a job where that involves traveling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like a friend of mine went all over the whole of Asia pretty much on his own. So it was said it was a massive experience with China, Korea, South Korea, of course, and then over to Japan. Then he went to Thailand, Malaysia. He loved it. So it was absolutely amazing.
But also, just let you know that if you do get within the travel industry, when you're working as a steward or front office or cruise, it's not really well paid.
Yeah.
But with some hotels, they give you, when you're working in the hotels, you can stay for free in the hotels. Not all hotels do it, by the way, but normally they have staff and you can just stay there. There are some hotels, they only give you a month to stay in the hotel for you to find um uh more permanent accommodation. But there are other hotels where you actually live in the hotel, so you work, you
Right.
save your money,
Let me catch up.
and you can live in the hotel. Cruise ship, of course, your accommodation is there, so you can go and do whatever. And air stewards, they put you up in the hotel, so all of those provide accommodation, and you get to see the world. So
all part of that as well, all part of the travelling. Eva said, a tall man walked into the arch, muttered a few words. I just smiled and mouthed yes. You don't know what he was muttering. He could have said anything to you.
yeah,
Pepper said, have to build up the confidence and courage to do it. Do you know what? Actually, Pepper, that's very true. I actually find that actually doing it, ironically, you have to do it to build up the courage to do it. Once you've done it and taken that leap, I think you can do it quite quickly.
is this about traveling?
Yes.
Okay, I've got a suggestion, so you can take this on board if you want to. If I were you and you just wanted to sort of test the waters, take the Eurostar and go to Paris and do it a day trip, and then or go to Brussels and do that as a day trip, and then do an overnight trip and do it that way. So you're gradually doing it, and then because the Eurostar is just like taking a train somewhere, you're not. It doesn't feel like, and it's only 2 hours, right, to Paris.
Yeah,
Have I got
yeah,
that
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So it's 2 hours to Paris.
From
I think
King's Cross.
from King's Cross, and I think is it 3 hours to Brussels?
No, it's the same 2
Oh,
hours.
it's 2 hours. Okay, so you can gradually do it that way. So you can go start off as a day trip and then do it as an overnight trip, and then go, because if you want something to do and stuff like that without feeling a bit like what you can do when you go to Paris or when you go to Brussels, take one of the open top tour buses. So perhaps go when it's nice weather, when it's predicted nice weather. Take the open top tour buses, they'll take you to wherever. You can hop on, hop off, and all of that type of stuff. Go to Galeries Lafayette, and Galeries Lafayette is like a shopping center, and they've got a couple of them, and you can go around. You can try all the Parisian foods. When you're doing the open top bus tour, you can jump off. You don't have to go to the Eiffel Tower if you don't want to, but you can see it from the outside. You can walk around, take some pictures. Very dirty, by the way, loads of trash everywhere. So that's just a warning, because if you're ever romanticizing the Eiffel Tower, yes, it's beautiful, but everywhere is like so trashy. It's like what?
There is a lot of rubbish in Paris. I did notice that.
A lot of rubbish.
So Richard said he's at a party having cake. Right for some.
Mm.
Evelyn said, I can do anything alone, no biggie. Evelyn has a lot of confidence.
Yes,
She can just
yes.
walk in anywhere on her own.
Yeah, yeah.
That's someone, Evelyn, you're going to have to get, we might get you to come on the live and give some coaching lessons
Yeah,
on
yeah,
confidence.
on like talk about confidence.
Evelyn
Yeah,
has a lot of confidence.
yeah.
Amy, Richard, would you go to a haunting with Aoife? Oh God, this is the haunting again. Aoife said, even though I don't feel that confident alone, I just feel like a spare part. But this is going back to Pepper's argument or point, is the fact that you need to build up that confidence first. So one of the things you can also do to build up confidence is put yourself in situations that you're not comfortable on, just gradually, and then work your way up.
Yeah.
Vaughan said, yes, Mark, that would be easier. Going to London is a lot cheaper and familiar. Well, if you are in London, do let us know.
Yeah.
Amy said, photojournalism abroad and journalism in general, studying university abroad is too much money. But you can get scholarships and stuff.
Yeah.
Amy
And
said,
funding.
and even said, how was the barbecue, Amy? So even will tell you all about the barbecue.
Yeah.
Pepper said, I travel on my own, but look at my surroundings and avoid certain situations and times are important.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. What and place is important.
Yes, for sure.
Amy, I don't know, Richard. That's Aoife's way of saying no. Amy said, I don't know you either, but you invited me to Ireland. Aoife said, Kel sister keeps Kel says, Amy keeps trying to partner me up.
Amy, stop it.
There you go. Done. Richard said, doing lots of parks this summer. Oh, you're going to be filming them or just going to? Yes, I know you're winding up. You know, Amy's just winding you up.
Yeah, Amy's 18. And she likes to wind people up.
Aoife said, Amy, I was going to host you in a hotel just as kindness, aka pay it forward, and Ireland is no longer safe. Ireland's not safe? I never would have thought that. Really? Amy said, nowhere is safe, Ema. Richard said, if sky is red, look out for the pink rainbow. It's rare. I have never seen a pink rainbow. It's not red, actually. It's quite clear. Well, you can't see because the house there next door.
Yeah, because the sun is that way now, so it's getting lower. We kind of look blue.
Yeah, we do actually.
Kind of look blue.
It's the sky is such a beautiful day. It is absolutely cloudless. I was saying to somebody else, it's rare to have cloudless skies. We've had quite a few actually this year.
Yeah, do you know what? Normally, I mean, I feel only slightly, just a little bit chilly on my shoulders, but normally I'm thinking, oh, should I put a little cardi on or something?
No, it's really nice.
I fell asleep in the chair earlier.
It's right for some.
I was just like, don't stop,
I'm so
being jealous. Just stop it. It doesn't look good on you. And so I was just sitting out in the garden, like who else, right, in their job gets to work in the conservatory during the glorious sun? Be grateful for that, because hold on, there's been plenty of times when I've been at work, right, and I have to work in a horrible, stuffy office. No terrace, no garden, have to stay inside and all of that type of stuff. And Mark's complaining because he gets to work in the conservatory.
No, I'm not complaining. I just thought it'd be nice to have a little snooze. Amy said, I am Amy, who likes to wind people up. That's just me. I'm like Marmite. You either like me or hate me. Nobody hates you, Amy.
That is true.
Nobody hates Amy.
Although when the person gets wound up, because you've wound them up, you can't just turn around and say, oh, I was only winding you up, because now I'm wound up. What are you going to say? What are you going to say?
I actually find it quite funny.
Let's go. Do you get me? So when people start throwing stuff round, you can't just say I was only winding you up, because now the person's wound up. Just say it.
Just take it in its sense it was done. Richard said, blue, nice photon effect. I think, yeah, this is no effect. This is just how we're going on. My sky is blue in Wimbledon, says Pepper. Oh, you're in Wimbledon. That's where my brother is. So
yes,
yeah. It's like it's very nice there actually.
Got a family member in. They've got a business there, but I haven't been to it yet, and I keep meaning to go, because we were down in Wimbledon and I meant to go to. It's a specific. I must get the name from my mum, because I've often wanted to go down there and go into the cafe. Yeah, so I'll need to get the name, and then when I'm next down there, I'm gonna go to the
Amy said, "Can you tell Richard the Shap in an Essex accent?"
Shap. I don't know how Essex goes.
Yeah, Shap, Richard.
Shap.
Try Galway City. Take me down to the Galway City. Is that rough? Galway City. I've never been to
I've
Ireland.
never been to Ireland.
I'd love to go to
yeah.
Ireland. We should do, really.
I've never been to Ireland, and I've never been to Wales, and I've never been to Scotland.
You've never been to Wales?
No, but
Oh.
you would have, because I suppose it's closer.
Yeah.
to
I've been
your-
several times to Wales.
Yeah, but I've never been to
Swansea.
England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales.
Been to Cardiff.
Inside, outside, inside, on. If you know skipping that is.
Down south, it's warmer than London. It is actually. I think. Do you know what? I think you're absolutely right. It's been really warm here today. Eva said, "Oh, Amy, sorry, I'm a bit tetchy. Oh, your skies are grey. Oh, Eva, don't say that because that'll be coming this way.
We don't want it this way.
No, we want it that way.
We don't want it this way.
Amy says, "Oh, Kelly, shush. You know what? You should put yourself in those shoes and then Primark or H&M workers. Exactly. Thank you, Amy.
What are we talking about now?
Well, you're saying about a stuffy office. You try actually working in that a job like
But it's
that.
still, yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's still stuffy play. Regardless, what I'm saying is,
Amy, fist bump.
What I'm saying
Fist
is,
bump, Amy.
Mark is
Fist bump.
You want to see wound up? Because the thing is, Mark is complaining about working in a conservatory.
No.
That's exactly.
I never said that. I never complained about it. I said it was not fair that you get to snooze all day. That's nothing.
What
I'm
I'm
complaining
saying
about that at all.
is, why? But it's like you're acting so hard done by working in the
I didn't say I was
conservatory.
hard done, but I said you're lucky to snooze.
I said you're acting.
I'm not. I didn't mention my work at all. You see, you'll do that's a straw, man.
No.
Aoife said Galway is amazing, especially Salt Hill. Vaughan, is this familiar to you? Do you know Galway? Have you been? Richard said today in Chigwell it reached 86 Fahrenheit. London is 84 Fahrenheit. Do you know? That's real American. Do you know?
Yeah,
it in
we don't work
Celsius?
in Fahrenheit here.
Amy said it's okay. If you got to know me, you will understand. We
Yeah,
know.
we
We love
know.
you, Amy. Don't worry, we know you. Pepper said, "Have a great evening, darling. Do some listening to Bob Marley with a glass of wine,
Ooh, don't worry about a thing.
and you be happy." If you're gonna be, this is what. Do you know what?
Be
Bob-
happy.
No, Bob Marley.
That's Bobby McFerrin.
No. Bob Marley likes these. You know why? Because they got jam in. Sorry. All right,
Anyway.
Pippa, I shall let you have a fantastic
Bye,
evening.
Bebo.
Uh,
I love Bob Marley, by the way.
Parts of Chigwell had field fires. Oh, did they? Was that today? Touche. Hello.
Hey, dude.
Toby was delicious. No need to bring one, Amy. Oh, Touche. We thought of you. We had a car. We didn't film it. We had a carvery on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah, and it was it Ben's first time as well? Was it?
I don't know if it was his first time. I don't. No. They've been before.
No, Siobhan said she couldn't remember if she'd been before.
Ben has definitely been before because I've been with him.
Right. Okay.
We went to one in Swindon.
Oh, okay.
Eva said, as a holistic therapist and coach, I can work remotely and mobile. See, you can work. People do work remotely. Touche, my favorite person. Hey, Touche. Amy. Evelyn said, "You guys are cracking me up." Do you know what I mean? It's just like you say, get to share. Oh yeah, but you do. But I didn't even mention working in the conservatory. Yeah, it was fantastic though. I definitely had my fill. The funny thing was, so Siobhan, Ben's girlfriend, she saw my plate was piled like this. Touche. It was like this, not like this, but like this. And she went, "Oh my God, Mark!"
But Ben's was quite full. But Ben's was a little bit more spread out because he had steak. He had
plates.
Yeah, he had king size. Well, the three of us. So me, Ben, and Siobhan, we had king size because you get 2 sausages with king size. So we had king size, and then I don't know if Ben got all the meats. Oh no, he got the same as me without turkey. So
no turkey.
Yeah, Ben and I, we got all the meats without the turkey, and then Siobhan got all the meats, but no, she didn't get no turkey and no pork, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, she got turkey, no pork.
So Touche, do you get when you go for do you get the king size with the sausages, or do you just get the regular plate?
Because I was going to order a portion of sausages, with the bacon wrapped sausages, but I thought, no, let me just go for the
You just
king
go
size.
for it. It's actually more economical doing it that way. Plus, as well, your appetite's a lot smaller.
Yeah. That's true.
Touche, my number 1 fan, says Richard. Is this true, Touche?
Oh,
Richard's number 1 fan.
Yes, Touche is always on Richard's lives.
Yeah, Touche. Aoife said, "Even, are you a life coach like me?" Aoife's well versed in the thing of life. Sushi Richard, Touche is my number. Yeah, shush Richard, Touche is my number 1. Look at this, Touche. You're just so popular.
I'm telling you.
Sophie, what's it? Amy saying Sophie life coach me. You want to be life coached?
Aoife, I think.
Aoife,
Yeah.
I think she meant Aoife. Life.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be life coached, Amy? Actually, do you know what? I wish when I was younger, I was a life coach. I could definitely done that.
Mm.
Two shed, good man. They had dumplings. Oh, they didn't have dumplings when we went, but they did have mac and cheese, which is my favorite.
Yeah, but they normally, but they must do it on certain nights because we have had them in our Too Good to Goes.
Yes, we have.
But we've never had them when we've been there. Plus, we don't normally go on a Sunday because Sunday can be quite packed. Mark doesn't normally like going on a Sunday. But I booked the table for 2 o'clock. And it was hardly, I mean, we sat in another part. We sat in the pub part, so we didn't get a chance to sit in. But there were spaces in the car park. Now, normally on a Sunday, there's never spaces in the car park.
No, do you know what? Do you know what we've noticed actually? Because it was so hot, people aren't going for the carvery because it is a hot meal and it's hot inside. Which now I think we're going to do a lot more of those because I think I'm definitely up for doing more of them.
And I like the lamb.
Yeah, lamb on a Sunday they do.
Lamb.
Right. Eva said, somebody take the massive heart off the right side of my screen. Is there a heart on there?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. What's happened? Is it something on your, is it just your screen?
Who's saying this?
Eva is.
Oh, okay.
Touche said, regular plate. I never had a king size. Oh, Touche, you've got to treat yourself. You get more meat and 2 sausages. Not one, but 2.
2 sausages.
If you go with your husband, just let him to do the after, all the bits you can't manage. Oh, dumplings are nicest, Richard. They totally are. And their ones are really good. And we never ever seem to go.
We do get them in the Too Good to Go, so they normally pack it out. But yeah, I haven't seen it when we've been there. Never seen dumplings when we've been there.
Amy says, I'm a dumpling. But she said, at the moment,
No, you're not.
Kelly is my life coach telling me to wear neon clothing. What are you getting to wear neon?
No, no. I said wear light clothing, like a nice light top, some nice light shorts, because the girl's dressing in black. The girl's forever dressing in black. I never said anything about neon.
I was going to send her back to the 80s.
80s. That's exactly what Richard said. No, because she brought up neon. Nobody said anything about neon.
You're going to look like what's the band that sang to go to this song, this night to get lucky.
No.
This one's useless.
Well, if you recognise that tune,
Get Lucky. The song's Get Lucky. It's called Get Lucky with Pharrell Williams. The French band. Oh,
Pharrell Williams is not French.
Not Pharrell Williams. With the guy that did you know who I mean.
If anybody knows who
right. For anybody that is doing a pub quiz, never get Kelly in the year 2.
No, because I don't know anything. Why would I go to a pub quiz? I've never been to one in my life.
Said apparently the meat carver told us the dumplings are a pain to cook. Oh, that's why they do them regularly. That would make a lot of sense because I think that's what they're. That's why they don't cook them regularly.
That's true.
Eva said, Amy, 6 sessions is how I operate. This is what you do. So you'll do 6 sessions for someone regular. So what Eva means is she is a holistic therapist coach. So I think that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Managed to get great views last week. They also did the song One More Time.
Yeah, but I don't know what the band's called. But I don't know what this other song that you were talking about. But that one I know.
Managed to get great views last week. Where did you go, Richard? Where did you go? Heart and emoticons. Where are those, Aoife? So you're saying
somebody's pressing hearts, are they? But they're not coming up on ours. So somebody might be pressing heart emojis. Evelyn says I have hearts too, but somebody must be but we can't see them for some reason.
Oh, that's really weird. I didn't know that.
we can't see the heart.
I wonder what you were saying. That was what I think
somebody must be pressing heart emojis, but unfortunately we can't see them.
Okay, I won't pay you though. You have to do your favorite 18-year-old a favor. Eva said, oh sorry Amy, no can do. Oh, see, right, that's it, you're gonna have to pay. Amy said that's a joke, I'm not one. Richard said could try the fried egg challenge in the sun. Oh, are you gonna? So the fried egg challenge is when you get the fried egg and you crack it on like a car bonnet or something, so you can actually see if it fries, and then you have to eat it off the car bonnet.
Well, not on a car bonnet, that'd ruin the paint. But
No, wouldn't.
yes, it.
No, people have done it. They've done it.
Well, I'm just letting you know, because the only reason why I know it ruins the paint is because the egg contains something that ruins the paint on cars. But also, it was on one of my stories when somebody was egging the car. He got the people to come and clean it because there's things in the containing eggs that ruins the paint.
Didn't know that.
Just letting you
I
know.
didn't know that. I know they're not exactly designed to cook eggs on
No,
anyway.
no.
Amy said, "You make me sad now." Don't worry. We know the perfect remedy for you will be just some of the nice sweet treats you got planned.
And put some light clothes on.
Yeah, not neon though.
Not neon.
Coaching and holistic therapy, says Eva, are my bread and butter, aka my income. Ah, okay. Amy said, "Oh, I thought it was a joke. Never mind. Don't need a dumb life coach anymore. You're just gonna learn it yourself." Eva said, "I don't provide a free service."
No, that's fair enough.
There, yeah. Rich has said, "Martin Kelly, any cool videos coming?" We'll come on to, actually, I'll just go finish the comments and I'll come through. So Vaughan said, "Bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only one for me."
Oh, that's a song, it sounds like.
Yeah. Daft Punk. Thank you, Evelyn.
Ah.
This is why I need in a quiz.
Well, no, because she recognised when you said one more time, because I don't know but I didn't recognise the other song you were talking about.
So that was it. Otherwise, Amy will look like Daft Punk, someone from Daft Punk. Amy said, "That's okay, it's a scam anyway." Oh, they're not scams. I was going to say, actually, it's one of those things, actually, live coach sessions can be really good. In places I've worked at, they provided work coaches and stuff like that. They really are good.
You must forgive Amy. She does get very cynical about pretty much every subject, which, like most teenagers are like, "Ma, I don't believe in this. I don't." She has to get a little bit seasoned, and then, but don't take offense.
"I'm not paying anyway," says Amy. No, fair enough. Richard said, "Right, no, this is it. So the frying in the egg challenge is this: you get the frying pan, and then you put the egg in it, and you try and you put the frying pan over the. Is that you put it over a car, or you just let the frying pan heat up in the heat?"
No, I'm assuming you let it heat up in the heat. That is the heat is meant to cook the egg.
Yeah, but what would you do it over?
The heat of the sun.
So the sun. So you're grilling it effectively.
A lot of people will crack an egg on the pavement, right, or on a stone, and the sun. That's how hot the sun is. So instead of doing it on the ground, which is dirty, you would put it in a pan and let the pan, and then it will cook, and then you can eat it.
Seasoned. I'm not a bland potato.
You're wearing black all the time.
Would you wear that neon
colour?
So Two said, "I had a lovely weekend in Combe Martin in Devon. However, I didn't have a cream tea." Oh, no. I didn't tell you, actually.
Go on.
So my parents went to Devon, actually. Funny you should say that, a couple of weeks ago. And they went to Torquay. And when they had the afternoon tea, my mum said, so this place did roast rare beef sandwiches, not sandwiches, but rolls for the afternoon tea.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you this. So my mum said she took the bite like this. Next thing she knew, a seagull landed on her arm.
Oh, well, and took the...
No, and tried to peck it. So my mum sort of flipped off like this. But she said it actually almost like a
bird of
prey. This seagull landed on her arm and it was trying to peck the thing. So she just went like that. But she said it really sort of frightened her because it just landed.
I tell you what, them seagulls, though, seagulls and ducks, it's like they don't care. When you go to Florida, what's the ones with the long necks? Are they cranes?
No, you mean a swan or a...
No, the birds, they walk around a stork.
Yeah, a stork.
No, hold on. No, because a stork's got the big bill, right? No, it's not that one. It's
where, in this country?
No, in Florida.
Oh yeah, that's a stork. It's a stork. It was a stork.
Okay, so the stork.
Herons are in this country. That was a stork.
No, I'm thinking, what's the ones with the big? Anyway, stork or whatever it was. It came along, and so we were in Animal Kingdom. I think Mark had gone off somewhere, and I was just like eating barbecue.
I saw the one that was playing. They had pelicans there as well, but
yeah, was grabbing the thing off the plate, off people's plates. I was just like, oh my god. Mad.
I'm glad you had a lovely weekend, says Amy. I was going to say, actually, Amy, you were mentioning about a cream tea. Would that interest you? Richard said goth. Are you saying?
Yeah.
Are you saying Amy's a goth? Amy wants you to make a cream tea.
Well, we have been talking about doing an afternoon tea for a long time. Evelyn will chime in here. Yes, I've been waiting for that afternoon tea for ages. Blah blah blah. We will do one at some point. I just got to think about menu, what we would do, all of that type of thing, really. Yeah.
All right. So Amy said, "I am not a bloody goth." Now, what do you think? You've met Amy.
She's not a goth, but more grunge, if that makes sense.
Ah.
Like, one of those. Funnily enough, though, Amy online, she acts like she's moody or something like that, or wears moody clothing and things like that. But when you actually meet her, she's not like that at all. She's actually quite a bright person. Like, she's like laughing or smiley or whatever. But I feel like, yeah, that like the way that she dresses, or sometimes the ways that she talks online, like on here or things like that. It seems like she's one of them moody teenagers, but actually she's not, if that makes sense.
Uh, Richard said, "Oh, there's a goth at the party he's at, dancing to pop tunes and stuff like
Mhm.
that." I don't see many goths. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
Amy said, "I'm not buying new clothes until they run out of its use. I don't believe in fast fashion." Listen, Amy,
Nobody's talking about fast fashion.
trust me, Amy, I've got shirts that I've had for years and years and years. The big secret is I'm terrified of birds, says Aoife. What do you know what I was going to say? Seagulls, I can see it.
Lots of people are.
There's been times we've gone to Brighton and they've nose bombed at people's chips when they're eating it. They actually like plummet down and then take people's chips.
There's loads of people that are afraid of birds. It's like sort of quite crazy.
Amy judges wrongly, says Richard. Oh, I don't think she does. He just even says, "Yes, I have been waiting bleep ages." There you are. That's a dig if ever you heard it. You've got to do cream cheese. Cream tea. Cream tea. Vaughan said Too Good To Go is such a great promotion. We haven't, do you know what, Vaughan? We did loads of videos. I say loads. We did a few videos on it. And we haven't been doing it recently, have we?
No, but we I tell you this, we've done so many Too Good To Goes, like so many Toby Carveries.
We went for a phase. We
went ham.
We were doing Toby Carveries for about 3 times a week. I kid you not. At one stage, I thought, no, we've got to cut this down.
I said to Mark, right, we can't keep doing it because I don't want to rinse it to the point where I don't enjoy it anymore, because I really do enjoy Toby Carvery. So I don't want to eat so many. Sorry, I feel like the pollen is really itching my eyes.
Make it worse.
Yeah, I know. I should go and grab an itchy thing. But anyway, yeah. So I feel like we eat it quite a lot, but we've been quite good, and we've not.
Yeah. We have
gone
actually.
To get it.
Swans, pigeons, and ducks and seagulls and crows, says Aoife. Well, so it's a bit like the Alfred Hitchcock film The Birds. That kind of thing freaks you out watching that. I can see that actually. We had, so over there is a tree.
A magnolia tree.
And I was the one behind it. And I was tending the garden. And then what did you hear from inside?
I was inside, and all of a sudden I heard all of these crows, and I had to come outside. All these crows came and gathered. I tell you what, it was like, what's that Hitchcock film? The Birds.
The Birds.
The Birds. It was like watching that Hitchcock film, The Birds, where they're all gathered in one place and they're like,
this is all no, I must have for a bit.
And I was just like, oh my god, it was like really quite. Do you know what I mean? It's quite spooky.
Yeah, it's the sound of it, and there were so many of them. But
so
really
many.
Loud. What do they call a group of crows? So if you've got a flock of geese, what's a group of crows called?
I don't know. It's some football saying.
No, it's not a football saying. It's a term, a collective term for crows. So if you get,
it reminds me of a football term.
Flock of geese. No, it's nothing to do with football.
Go on, tell me.
It's called a murder of crows. So a group of crows is called a murder of crows. I don't know why.
How I feel when I'm watching football.
A murder of crows. So Amy's changed her mind. She now says that she's a goth. You said it, Amy, says Richard. See, Richard's in agreement. He thinks you are a goth. Amy said, I'm not grunge either. I'm just nothing. Oh, you definitely have a style.
You definitely have a style. Richard... I went when I was telling Evelyn about you, she said she said you remind Evelyn, we were listening to a song. It was an All Saints song, and Evelyn said, oh, that reminds me of Louise. And Louise is somebody we went to college with, and Louise was just like you, except she might wear white t-shirts. But other than that, she dressed like you. She was very, very much like you. Very much like you.
Louise stroke Amy.
Yeah.
Amy said, Richard, just get out of here. Richard said, party tunes are great. Do you, Mark and Kelly, play tunes when with your barbecue?
Yes, we do. We do play tunes at the barbecue.
And who gets to choose all the tunes,
I
Kelly?
do, because Mark likes heavy metal and nobody other than Richard would even enjoy heavy metal.
So I don't even get to get one song because
No,
I like to listen. I can't even get 4 minutes piece with a song of my favourite.
no, because it's just rubbish.
But not everybody likes. Yeah, but music is subjective.
Yeah, and you can subjectively listen to it upstairs.
Amy stole. So what's he say? Amy stole no ideas from you, or you meme it. Yeah. Amy soul, not stole. Soul, SOL, as in soul music.
Right, oh, I see. Is she into soul music?
No, that's the. Oh, anyway.
All right.
Um.
You're making all these mistakes. You can't blame me for losing the thread of what you're saying.
So anyway, but yeah, we do, Richard. So we do like to have the barbecues and music with the barbecue. There's something great about having the music with the barbecue. It just doesn't. It's not the same without the music tunes.
Yeah. There's a song where we went to Lanzarote once, and there was a song by Amy Winehouse. And I don't know what happened, but we were eating and we didn't notice it at first. And I was thinking, this tune is on repeat. It repeated the whole time that we were there enjoying our food. And I was like, I hope they're going to change this music in here. Anyway, now we'll just play it randomly. If we're having breakfast outside or if we're eating outside, we'll play that tune. And it just reminds us of the time when we were in Lanzarote in that restaurant and they played the song the whole time.
Yeah, they did as well.
The whole meal.
It reminds us. Nice to see a different angle of your garden, says Richard. So yeah, we're kind of like showing it, but I prefer to show the other way because you get to see the greenery side.
Yeah,
this is just a boring house, but yeah, we're doing another thing. So Richard asked us any new videos coming up. So I've actually edited 2 and Madam's going to upload them.
Yes, so basically on I think when did you finish it? Saturday, Friday, something like that?
Saturday. I finished it over the weekend. So
yeah, you finished it over the weekend.
To go.
Okay, so Mark finished one over the weekend, and then I watched it and it was fine, and I exported it. However, when I exported it, it stopped in a certain place for 5 minutes and it wouldn't carry on. So then I deleted it, exported it again, and it did the same thing in the exact same place. So I had to go into the video and change all the because you did dissolve, and then I changed it to another one, and then I cut the bit that it kept stopping at because Mark focused in on a QR code, and when he focused in on that QR code, he put in a dissolve, and for some reason it wasn't going into the next section. So I deleted that, put it back together, changed all the transitions, and then exported it again. But I've not had time to watch it because we've been sort of like, we were doing the barbecue on Saturday, then on Sunday we were going out. Ben and Siobhan came, we were going out, you went for a walk and all of that. And then on the Monday I had an appointment, so I haven't had time to sort of like sit down. And then today I had to do a load of paperwork for a project, and so I've not had time, but I have exported it. I just need to watch it to see if the same, because I tried to watch it this morning, but it was skipping a little bit, and then I got caught, but I had to do other things. So I will try to take a look at it later, and then because I need to dedicate time to it, and then I'll have a look at it because that's the next one I want to upload. So I will upload it tomorrow.
So that's a very long-winded way of saying we're going to upload one tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to explain why, because Mark goes, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet. But no, haven't watched it yet because I haven't had time. However, you could have watched it, and you know, if you had time.
Sleeping all day in the sofa.
That was today. That was just today. But if you wanted to watch it, you could have. You could have watched it.
Well, when I'm working, Aoife said
today you were working.
Mark had precisely why you were petrified. So was it actually you're petrified of the birds because of the Hitchcock film, The Birds? Do you know what? There's a lot like that. People were petrified of swimming in the water after Jaws came out.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Though. Oh, Richard's got to go. He said he's got to chat later. Take care, Richard. Are you doing your live tomorrow?
enjoy the party.
Yes, have fun. I don't know if you're doing your live. Yeah, Tusha's just asked if you're doing your live tomorrow. Tusha, thank God for air conditioning. Amen. Have you got air
Have you got
conditioning?
air conditioning? Do you know what? I was talking to somebody yesterday, um, both from the States, and one of them was saying that they had air conditioning. I said, well, of course, in the UK, we don't have it. And he was saying, oh yeah, it's hot. We've got the air conditioning on at 9, so for us 19 degrees. I was like, 19 degrees, that's still quite warm. He's like, what? That's so cold. I was like, no, it is not.
Depending where they're from Dallas, though, aren't they?
Right,
They're from
okay.
Texas, so it's going to be really
For
hot there.
them 19 degrees, like having the aircon at 19 degrees was cold, right? I said, listen, for the UK 21 is warm, right? So a day like today 30 degrees, you cannot have your house at 19 degrees. No, I said, we don't have aircon here anyway, so we just have to open up the windows and use fans. But at 19 degrees, if outside is 30 and you've got the house at night, it needs to be colder, because obviously in the UK we're not so used to having such hot weather like 30 degrees and stuff like that. We're normally used to having it at 26, something like that. And 21's a nice warm day. You don't need your cardigan when it's at 21. So imagine the house at 90. I said, no, you need it colder. He's like, what? But that's cold. And I was just like, yeah, but in the UK we're not used to it. It's so funny. It was so funny talking to them, really, because just the culture is just so different.
So Eva said to her music taste are Irish traditional, Irish country and ballads and musical songs, and Andre Rieu selection of music, and ABBA, Julie Andrews, Edelweiss, and the Eagles. Oh my God, and Under the Ball. Oh my God, that's a very specific set of music you like.
Yeah, I love musicals.
Two said, oh yeah, I've got a aircon unit with my grandparents' inheritance.
Oh,
Hate the heat. I'd much rather be cold. Oh
what?
really?
No.
Oh, do you know what though? I'm one of those things. I'm the complete opposite. I get really down in winter.
Yeah.
I get really, especially come the worst for me. I've got to say is January, because then you think, or actually, in fact, around just after Christmas, when that's all ended, you think, oh, I've got now months and months and months of winter. That is just something that really depresses me.
Yeah.
An old charity song, said Eva, sang by now deceased actor singer, called "By the Road to Glenroe." Oh, I've heard of that.
I've heard of that.
Who sings that?
But no.
Oh, Powerful Princesses Joy. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Hey, Mark and Kelly. Beautiful, really weather recently in London. I hope you've been enjoying it. As you can see, well, we are now. You've been enjoying it.
I tell you this. So many birds. Was that? Oh, so many.
Yeah, Aoife just said that. Birds are swooping and swarming. Yeah, did you see that? They were there, weren't they?
I absolutely love summertime.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love summertime. Don't get me wrong. I love going abroad, but I love summertime in the UK. Everything just looks so much brighter, puts people in a better mood and all of that. To be fair, we don't live right in the center of London, and I wonder how the heat affect, like when we go to New York, I can see why a lot of the people in New York would be angry because it's just so stifling hot, and you have the streets and you have the avenues. Now when you go to the avenues, it's more open, but when you're going along the streets, it's very enclosed, so they don't have, do you know what I mean, they don't have the air and stuff like that. When you're
and of course you got the buildings heat up.
And so I can see why they would be angry. So I wonder in London, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've worked in London in summer times and stuff like that. I feel like even in London it puts people in a good mood.
Oh,
I feel
totally. I think most cities it puts people in a good mood.
Not in New York. No.
If it's too hot and stuffy, no.
Yeah, if it's too hot and stuffy. But I tell you, especially when you're walking along the bridges and all of that, there's just beautiful views. If you decide to go to any of the rooftops or any of the the tall buildings with all the views, it's amazing. Definitely go to some of the rooftop gardens and all of that, and go check out the views in the summertime. So nice, so nice.
So for anybody interested, do check out our Garden 123 video, which is on. So they put a rooftop
120.
garden, 120, sorry, 120 at the 120 the garden,
Fenchurch Street. Yeah.
Fenchurch Street. Really nice. We should try and go there while it's summer.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Yes.
we went in the spring, but I'd love to see it in the summer. See how
Yeah.
it is. There you go. Power Princess. Everybody's loving your name. They got a lot there. So wow, Power Princess. Girl
It's-
power.
Girl power. I was about to say the power. Love it.
Doing the girl power bit as well. But no, thank you for joining us. Yeah, exactly. The thing. So that was what we got. So we've got the Disney experience coming up. So Kenny and I think we mentioned this before. We went to the Disney experience in central London a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Kind of mid-May-ish. It's just taken me a while to edit it. It's all edited now, so that will be coming up soon.
I've done a YouTube short for it as well, and I think I also put it up on TikTok as well.
So we've got that coming up, and we did a afternoon tea. Well, we've got 2 afternoon teas to upload. But
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that one.
I'll talk about the one we will be uploading very soon, which is at Patisserie Valerie.
Oh yeah, Pat Val.
So Pat Val, we've done that one. We will be putting that one up, and we will give our very honest opinion of it. Then you'll get to see that as well.
Yeah, it will be a very honest opinion.
Eva said, "Yeah, Mark, I empathise." Oh, Thunder, hello.
Hey, Thunder.
How are you? Good to see you.
Hope you're well.
Eva said, "Late Joe Lynch song, the By Road to Glen Rowe." Yeah, that's it, Glenn Lynch. That's who sang it.
Okay.
We were just talking about what songs you like to listen to whilst you're having a barbecue.
Do you know what? Evelyn and I were playing things that we were growing up to, and we were playing, I think, old Kylie Minogue songs and Gloria.
Oh, yeah, I heard all these.
Gloria Estefan songs, and yeah, we were playing those types of songs. Like, oh yeah, do you remember this one? Remember this one? Yeah. And those were, we were talking about posters we used to keep in our room and all of that type of stuff. Yeah.
Does anybody do that? Does anybody have like playlists that they do for certain things? So if they're having like a barbecue or they're having a dinner or something like that, it's getting a bit dark here actually. So you excuse us being in the shade.
Yeah.
But does anybody have that as well? Do they keep playlists? Because you have a barbecue playlist that you do.
I collect it by date.
Right.
So normally I have like 2020, 2021. I've been doing it since we went to Mauritius. I think.
Yeah, you've been doing these.
So 2015
on Spotify. So she creates all these ones.
So yeah, so what I do, I create a list by years. So I did one for 2015, 2016. So all the barbecues that we've had. So every year I compile a list of songs from that year, and then later on, I might put some old music from Mauritius, like Sega music, where we all dance, calypso, soca, all of that type of stuff. But that comes normally somewhere in there. But normally what I do, I collect songs from the year, and then I play them at the barbecue from that year. And then I intersperse it later on with tunes that I like. It's mainly tunes that I like, to be quite honest, later on. But the other ones, they're for everyone. The ones that I compiled throughout the year. So even if I don't like them or whatever, I still, because somebody somewhere might like them. And then later on, I put in all the Sega music, the calypso, the soca, maybe a bit of 70s and 80s, because I'm a real disco diva and all of that type of sort of tunes. I like some of the 80s, like anything like Luther Vandross or George Benson, all of those types of tunes. I intersperse them, but mainly at the beginning, because it's all for like my nephews and whoever's currently listening to whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, we're good, thanks, Thunder. I did ask how we are. We're really well, thank you.
Bless you.
Touche said, I have a singing in the shower playlist.
Oh.
What's on it, or do you not want to share that personal?
Ooh, I like it.
Thunder said, there's a friendly fox that comes into our garden every day, and we feed him from our hands.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Do you guys get lots of animals in your garden too?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. So foxes we do.
We had a baby fox. Was it last year?
Oh yeah, so he used to. But there was a bit of a. It was an injured fox that came in.
Yeah, there was that one as well.
So I kept feeding him, but then he's disappeared. So I hope he's all right. But then no, we do get foxes. They like to sunbathe in our garden.
Yeah, they really do. And I was falling asleep, and then all of a sudden there was a fox in the middle of the grass. I was like, oh my god!
You'll hear a lot of chirping. So in our local, there's one that there you go. Yeah. In our local park, they released green parrots.
Yeah.
Many years ago, and they bred like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
So they are everywhere. These green parrots.
Yeah, we get a load of green parrots. Cats as well.
Oh, yeah,
but they're not wildlife. But yeah, we get lots of bees, which is quite nice to see. And if I see one on the ground, I normally gather it in a little leaf and then put it on the flower.
Yeah, so we do get a few as well, and then obviously various birds. But what's nice is the parrots. I really do like the green parrots. It feels like you're in a tropical country.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen green parrots like that before. Powerful Princess asks, thanks everyone. Mark and Kelly, what's your next holiday destination? Now that's a very interesting question. We've got nothing booked yet. But we do want to go away. So last year we did go to Brussels.
Yes, we did. That was the only one.
That was
But
the only one we went to.
I think this year we may only be able to go on one holiday this year, I think. But next year will be a lot. I think will be a lot better with regards to travel.
Yeah. We're gonna
Yeah,
try and
if things go the way that I hope, so I'm not going to reveal anything yet because I've got a project. So I think that this year we'll be able to go on one good holiday, and then next year if the project goes as planned, then we'll be able to do a couple more holidays, I think.
next year. But yeah, it might be the fact we might just do a little trip away this year if we can't do the big trip. But we definitely want to go away properly next year.
I want to do the big trip this year.
No, Mark, Joe Lynch, the late Joe Lynch, who sang the By Road to Glen Road. That's who I thought you meant, Aoife.
No, you said Glenn Lynch.
Oh, Glen Lynch. Sorry, Joe Lynch. I was mixing up. Sorry, that's my fault. Touche said, oh, we did reveal. So Touche's shower thing includes Little Mix.
Oh yeah, I love Little Mix. Which one?
And Nicki Minaj.
I love Black Magic.
Is that by Nicki Minaj?
No,
I'm joking.
it is.
Ariana Grande.
Yes, but the Ariana Grande one that I like is the one that she does with Lady Gaga, "Rain on Me." Love that tune. Nicki Minaj, there's a tune that she does that I also really love. I can't remember which one it is. I want to say "I'm a Savage," but
And
I don't know if it's her.
Venga Boys. The Venga Boys. Boom, 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 boom. I want to shake the room.
I can't say that is in my singing in the shower or on my playlist.
She said, "Oh, the foxes make you jump." I'm not. Do you know what? I have never seen that foxes are that tame that they'll
Eat out your hand. Yeah.
I've not seen that. I have seen people get things like deer and stuff. Not that you have deer in your garden, but
No.
But where my parents are.
Yeah.
But I've never ever seen that.
When we were living in the old house, we had decking, and the decking, the part that is blocked at the front, so when the decking is like this, and you normally have a panel in the front of the decking. Well, one of the panels was gone. It wasn't there. It's actually fallen, I think. And a fox went in there and had her babies. And all of a sudden, there was these baby foxes in the garden. And a friend of mine came round because I called the animal people. What are they? RSPCA? The RSPCA, is that the animal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I called the RSPCA, and I said, "Oh, there's a fox that's had babies in the garden. Can you come and get them?" No, she said she goes, "Yes, we can, but basically they kill them." And I was just like, no, I don't want anything to be killed. I just want you to go and release them back in the country. And she said, no, even if you did release them, because they're not used to being in the country anymore, the other foxes will kill them, the territorial and all of that. So they lived under the decking for a little while. And I remember my friend coming over to see them. And the next door, she said that she saw the next door neighbor. That I never really mixed with the next door neighbors anyway. But
that was at the time.
That was at the time. And
hi Sam, how are you?
Hey Sam, I hope you're well. So when my friend saw the neighbor, she said, "Oh, I'm just here to see the foxes." She goes, "You're not feeding them, are you?" My friend was like, "No, I just come to see the foxes." But yeah, that next door neighbor was a bit. She was a bit.
Oh yeah. So there's a bit of an argument between Aoife and Thunder about feeding the foxes, but
oh dear.
Aoife's just Thunder said, "No, don't worry about that. We've only got one life." She wants to feed the foxes. Do you know what? Actually, I know quite a few people that do feed the foxes. I did feed that injured one when it was here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people leave cat food out for the foxes, don't they? Yeah.
I only fed that injured fox because he looked really, really manky. He had like half his tail missing.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so that was the thing there as well. So, and also as well, we've got there's another couple of videos we've got going up. that we're going to upload coming up. So there's I really want to upload it. I just haven't had time to do it. But that we did a themed restaurant, which I really hope people will like. I'm really looking forward to uploading that one.
Oh, I think I did the short to that, so I think you can say what it is.
Oh, did
Let
you
me
do
just.
the short?
I think I did. Let
If
me
you
just.
did the short, I can talk about it.
Let me just
Eva
double
said,
check.
"Oh, I have 2 Ariana Grande songs. Decking is not a good idea. A hardcore is the ideal." Oh, so this is Kelly's this old place as well. You had the.
This was the old house, and it wasn't up to me what my stepdad decided to put in the garden. I didn't have a say in that, so I was just like, okay. So he was just doing whatever he was doing.
It's funny actually because Sam is called Sam Fibro Fox, and she put the foxy emoji. Don't worry, we're not going to stop feeding you, Sam.
No,
We're
not at all.
feed.
Let me see what this one is quickly.
Did you put it up? Because I don't want to ruin it if we aren't going to put it up. If you put it up as a short.
Oh no, it's not that one. I think I did put it somewhere because I know I did it.
I think you probably did it as a short.
Oh no, do you know what I did it? I might have done it on TikTok. So let me give it a quick look.
All right, if you did do it as a thing.
Yeah, I did it on TikTok. There we go.
All right.
So people would see. The only reason why I hadn't done it as a short because I hadn't done it in the morning. That's why. But it will go up. It's the same. Yeah.
All right, I'll reveal. Everyone's going to go, oh, this better be good. So anyway, we went to a Batman themed restaurant. So there's one in central London called Park Row. Now, when you say Batman themed, what do you mean? Well, no, the waiters don't dress as Batman, but it's in a very sort of 1920s type thing. It's really, really cool. But the Batman themes are so subtle. So you've got pictures all around the restaurant and little, pardon me, and a few other little sort of figureheads and busts. But they're all subtle nods to Batman. Like there's really little subtle nuances, like the logo is for Wayne Manor and stuff like that. But it's such a cool entrance when you go in there as well. So I don't want to ruin it too much, but we will put it on as a short, and I will video. That was one of my favourite restaurants to go to. Sam said. Oh yes, okay. I won't read those bits as well because I know you were talking about Sam's. I can't even pronounce them. Touche said, "Hi Sam." Thunder said, "Were you two going next to the? When you two are going next to the Toby Carvery, I missed the mac and cheese." Thunder, you missed it.
I did say, should we film it?
We should have filmed it. We didn't film it. We went on Sunday, and I had practically an entire plate of mac and cheese.
Yes, you did. Although I did take some pictures.
It was absolutely amazing. We absolutely loved it. Powerful Princess said, "Loved your restaurant vlogs with your close-up in the Toby Carvery." We should have filmed it.
Well,
you did say. Next time we go, and we will go again, we will film it again. Actual fact, our Toby Carvery videos do actually really well compared to our other ones. I think we will, by popular demand, we're going to have to refilm it.
Okay, so this was Mark's plate. All right,
this is a small little snack.
Okay, so that's Mark's plate. There we go.
It was amazing, though, Powerful Princess. It was really, really good. Eva said, Sam, I empathise, anemia and underdeveloped immunity. No, I think, Sam, you had mentioned that before.
This was Ben's plate.
Oh, Vaughn's got to go. Take care.
Oh, bye, Vaughan. Bye.
Oh, Sam
Come back soon.
Sam said it sucks all the time being ill. I can imagine that as well. But you know, you're always so cheery, Sam.
Yeah.
I would never ever guess.
Exactly.
Thunder said, "Oh damn, missed out." Don't worry, Thunder. We will do another one.
This was my plate.
I will sacrifice eating this again for you guys. Oh, Aoife's got to go. Take care. Look after yourself.
Bye, Aoife.
Hopefully, we can see you guys on Friday.
Come back soon.
Mark, is that just your start? It certainly was.
Yeah.
That went down a little storm.
And you can see Siobhan's little thumb there to give it a thumbs up. This was Siobhan's plate.
Touche went, oh, Mark. I did, you know, I pretty much, on my one as well, I did like a bed of stuffing, then a bed of, I did it almost like in layers. So a bed of stuffing, then a bed of mac and cheese. Yeah, show that one again. Then underneath that as well, there's tons of mac and cheese in it. And I just piled the veggies on high. I did eat a lot. It was a thing of beauty.
So there we go.
You guys would have been proud.
And he almost like was getting annoyed for me to take a picture of it.
I know. That was me trying to eat.
Yeah.
Mark's medley. Exactly. That's what I'll have to do, Power Princess. I'll have to show my stacking up and how I do it. Even the waitress as I went, she was, oh my God, that's a big plate. As I was walking past.
That's
so
what
good.
you'll have to call your dishes now, Mark's medley.
Mark's medley. I think
So
that's a really good idea.
whenever we do like an all you can eat or a buffet or whatever, we'll just have to call it Mark's medley.
How was the food from 1 to 10 for amazingness?
Ooh.
That's a very good question, Thunder. So, value for money, I'm going to give Carvery a 10.
Yeah, and I very rarely give things a 10,
Value
right?
for money is 10.
It's rare. But I've got to say value for money for Toby Carvery is a 10.
Now, just to let people know, they are doing, I don't know where Siobhan got it from, but she got a 20% off voucher.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, we'll have to ask us for you guys, for anybody's interest, but 20% off is quite a good deal, I thought.
Yeah, because we got 4 Carveries.
Yeah.
And
Drinks each.
4 drinks.
No desserts.
No desserts or anything.
And that was, with the 20% discount, was £56.
Yes.
I thought that was really good. So
yeah.
10 out of 10 for value for money. Food quality, I'm going to give it an 8.
Ooh.
And if you do it pound for pound, I would actually go up to a 10. Pound for pound. So basically, for value for money to food.
Toby Carvery, for me, food-wise, is not a 10. However, I would say I'd give it a 9. I would.
Pound for pound?
No, it's not about, we're talking about, you're still talking about quantity.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about quality per the amount you pay.
No,
for
but quality, no. Quality, you cannot judge something by quality for the amount you pay for it, because you'd give 10 for any old buffet. That's not quite how it works.
Now, Tusha asked about the layers. So with the layers, I go for plate utilization. So I've got my plate. I want to try and utilize as much on this. So this is my new tactic, Tusha. I go for layers of food. So I'll put a layer on first, then another layer. So I went, I think I went stuffing, mac and cheese.
You had so much stuffing.
I put loads on.
I looked at the stuffing and then
hang on, let me do this. Is a bed of stuffing. I did a bed of stuff. So the entire plate was covered in stuffing. That's the first layer. Then mac and cheese on top of that. Then I pile the veg on top of that. So I've got good layers. What's good about that is you work your way down, you get all the different flavors going through.
When he was putting the mac and cheese on, his brother was behind him, and I said, now his brother eats just as much. And I said, but the mac and cheese was coming to, and I said, your brother's coming. Like Mark, when Mark sees food, he's forgetting. He's piling on his plate.
Listen,
and I said, your brother's coming,
yeah,
right?
But you do understand how a buffet works. When something goes, they just replace it.
Yes,
unless
but they weren't replacing it then, because they didn't have the spare thing. And also, and it takes ages. Your brother's not going to stand there waiting for them to replace.
Doing him a favor, because then he gets the new fresh stuff.
Yes,
you're welcome. You're welcome.
But it wasn't coming.
Are welcome.
It wasn't coming.
That's a brilliant analogy. Thunder said their food is really good price for the quality. It's like the Primark of food. But you know what? It's actually better than Primark. Because
yeah, to be fair, I'm not a lover of Primark. Going into Primark, it just gives me a headache. To be fair, Primark is not as bad as IKEA. Whenever I go to IKEA, I get a headache. It really, I just get confused. I can't tell what's what. I don't know what's going on. It's not a normal shop. I don't bother going to IKEA. I don't go into Primark that often. Normally, you have to drag me to Primark, and yeah. Oh, Sam, thank you so much. You didn't have That's to do very kind. You didn't have to.
We never expect that at all.
No, but thank you so much. Thank you. It's so kind.
Thunder said Kelly's Starbucks. Oh yes, Touche said any Starbucks this evening. You probably just saw, yeah, it came into view. So we did actually, although we were a bit late getting these. Yeah, exactly. Thunder said Kelly Starbuck just appeared as you asked. Sam said, I'm married to Michael J. Fox. I didn't believe him when he first told me. We ended up marrying. Our local newspaper called me the new Sam Fox. I used it. I use it as a nightmare getting a taxi.
I love it. Sam Fox and Michael J. Fox. That's fantastic. Is excellent. Can you imagine Samantha Fox and Michael J. Fox marrying each other?
Hey,
that's
Liam.
Crazy. Hey, Liam, how are you? I hope you're well.
You back from the gym? I don't know why I'm doing that. I haven't worked out for ages.
Show me your guns.
Oh, bless you, Sam. It's so funny as well because actually, in fact, when your name came up as Sam Fox, I remember that as well. I thought, oh, Sam Fox.
Do you know what? But I literally read your name. So when it says Simon Fibro Fox, I didn't think Sam Fox until you missed out the fire and then said Sam Fox, and I was like, oh god, yeah. And then when you said Michael J. Fox, I thought, oh my god, that's just mad. Cool.
That is a really
That is cool.
That's brilliant. Sam Fox married to Michael J. Fox. Yeah. So what was I going to say? So we will do then another Toby Carvery video. I think we have to.
Yes.
I think we have to
For science purposes
yeah,
alone.
absolutely. And I think
For sure.
Actual fact, because when we went, because it was a Sunday. Sundays normally in the Carvery are absolutely ram. They are ram.
Jam.
But we booked it at 2,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's hot, it worked out brilliantly for us.
Yeah, it did. It really, really did. And I think you were suggesting for us to sit outside, but I find that sometimes when you sit outside, you kind of get ignored. Like people forget that you're outside. Not that you get ignored, but people forget that you're outside. So I said, no, let's just sit inside. And they sat us down in the pub bit. I've never sat in that bit before, ever. But it was quite fun to sit at. It was, it was quite secluded.
Yeah.
And so we were able to sit down, have conversation and all of that. We got Ben and Siobhan, we got refillable drinks. So we just went to the drinks machine. Mark showed Siobhan how to use the drinks machine. Siobhan was like, I think I know how to use the drinks machine.
I don't know. I was just trying to be helpful. Sam said my maiden name was Brown, like the singer Sam Brown.
Oh, Sam Brown! Oh my god!
So Sam Brown got married to Sam Fox,
then became Sam Fox.
And then became Sam Fox. Fantastic. Yeah, Toby Vids. So
all right, we'll do more Toby Vids.
We will do that, and make sure, says Thunder, you get close-ups of the shots of the eating. Powerful Princess loves that.
Okay.
And extra mac and cheese. I will definitely do the extra mac and cheese.
Do you know what? They don't always have mac and cheese. They don't always have it. But if they do, for sure, Mark will get it. I didn't even get any because I just felt like I was trying to put as little as I could on my plate, but the guy put so much meat. It's the most meat I've ever had on my plate ever. So when he was putting on my plate, and I was like, because even when I get king size, they still don't put a lot of meat on my plate. This was the most meat I think I've ever had at Toby, and I was just like, oh my god. I'm not going to be able to eat all of this, and I've got king size because I've got 2 sausages as well. Oh my word! And then I like the crispy bits of. I'm not fond of the soft bits of the stuffing. I like the crispy bits, so I tried to make sure I had the crispy bits, and then just a tiny bit of mashed potato, and I got 3 small what you call it, roast potatoes, and then yeah, it was just. But by the time he put the what was it? Yorkshire pudding on my plate, it was crazy.
No, the Yorkshire pudding takes it up, but I use Yorkshire pudding like a little bowl.
Yeah, you do.
So I put loads of extra vegetables inside the Yorkshire pudding. You see that, and that utilizes the space.
Siobhan was drowning her plate in gravy, and I was looking at that thinking, oh my god. She goes, don't judge me. She was ladling all the gravy, but she was finishing that point. I said, you do realize there's 2 other pots of gravy there that you can use. It's fine. And she was like, oh, is it the same gravy? I said, yep, it's the special vegetarian. No, sorry, that was the special gravy. The other one, the one at the end, far end, was vegetarian. But all 3 pots were the normal Toby special gravy.
Oh, now Sam's laid down a challenge. Well, not a challenge, but I said, I make the best cheesy bread sauce. Nom, 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 nom. Are you prepared to divulge your recipe, or is it a family secret?
I'm going to admit to you right now, I'm not into cheesy things.
No, but I am.
No, I know you are. I'm just saying.
Just because you're not.
No, I don't. What I'm saying is I don't want someone to be offended. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like things like cauliflower cheese is a no. I've only recently just started to eat mac and cheese because even when you're in the States, I wasn't eating it then.
Now, what is cheesy bread sauce? Is it a cheese sauce that goes on the bread, or is it a sauce like bread sauce, but you add cheese to it? Just out of interest, because that sounds, I'm very intrigued, if you don't mind sharing.
I'm sure it's going to be the second one.
Thunder says, yeah, because they usually, so we're talking about thin slices, they usually, the slice is extremely thin. They might as well use a potato peeler. Oh, God, some of them are just like wafer
Like
thin.
wafer
Now,
thin.
I don't eat it, but I've seen it. I think, oh, come on, you can do a bit more than that.
Yeah, and so normally when I get a normal size plate, because normally I get a normal size plate. Today I wanted sausages, and I said to Mark, should I get a normal size plate and just order a portion of sausages? And Mark was like, nah, you might as well go for the king size. So I went for the king size, and I specifically said to him, I'll have the pork, gammon, beef, and lamb, no turkey. And that's what I said to him. And so he proceeded to do pork, gammon, and lamb. Pork, gammon, and lamb. And I said, so after he'd finished, he's handed me, and I said, no, I want beef.
Kelly's
And I
not
think
having that.
he realized, then he realized, he goes, what, you want beef? And I said, because they portion out the meat, right? So, like, if they don't give you one meat, they give you a bit of an extra meat of something else. And I said, no, I said to you, beef. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, don't try it. Because and you could see he was contemplating whether he should take one of the other meats off, but he couldn't do it because there was a few people there. He couldn't like take the meat off, and then but I could see that's what he wanted to do, but he didn't. He left my meat alone and gave me my beef.
You see, too, she remembers Mark is mac and cheese, Kelly is cranberry sauce. There
Yes.
you go. Right.
Put my cranberry sauce on, but it looked different. It didn't look as dark as it normally did, and I just thought, is this gonna taste nice? Let me do a little bit, and then maybe I'll come back up. But then I couldn't be bothered to get back up because once I started eating, I thought, and where they sat us was a little bit further away from where the where all the meats and the condiments are. So I just didn't, because we were sitting in the pub bit and not in the food bit.
Powerful Princess said, yeah, giant Yorkshire puddings. They do huge ones. They do actually do that.
I said, can I have the smallest one, please? And that was the smallest one.
That was huge. Even said, yeah, Toby doesn't give you much meat. That is true.
Yeah.
But I think they honor, because it's obviously they charge less. They really do budget their food, their meat. Amy said, I'm here, babes. Have I been missed? Oh, of course you are, Amy. Of course. I wonder why Wiz's quiet.
Yeah, exactly. He's quiet when Amy's not around.
Sam said, all right, here we go. So here's her cheesy sauce recipe. So you fry onions over a gentle heat with butter. You don't want them to brown, but stay white. So basically you want them just soft.
Opaque, yeah.
Yeah. When they're all soft, add milk and bread and mix with a lot of white pepper and add the cheese after taking off the heat. I then bake them in the oven until golden brown on top, and it's lush, poured over roasts. Oh, wow.
What cheese do you use?
And is it bread crumb? Or is it just, you just put slabs of bread in there? That does sound really good.
I'm assuming you break up the bread.
It's all going to be soft, isn't it? Like,
I mean, I've got bread crumbs anyway. I've got all of those. I've got everything you just said, but I just want to know what cheese you'd put with it. Actually,
that's interesting. It does sound. I've never done a cheese sauce, or I've heard of bread sauce.
Yeah,
but I've never had a cheese.
Not cheese bread sauce.
So basically, so you do onion. It's almost like a cheesy onion bread sauce.
Depending on the cheese, that sounds delicious. So if it's something
blue cheese.
Shut up! You just shut up.
Kelly hates blue cheese.
Shut up. Yeah, I don't know. If it's like a strong cheese, like a cheddar cheese or something, it's not something that I can take. But anything that is a lighter cheese, yes, I could see myself eating that. I for sure could see myself eating that.
So they say, well, maybe they hire people who purposely do the opposite. So basically, when I say, can I have pork, gammon, and beef, they give you the other three deliberately.
I'm just like, I want everything but turkey. Don't give me no turkey. And then Ben got the same as me. And then Siobhan got everything bar the pork, but she got gammon. But it was strange because she loves pork, but she goes, that pork looks a bit dry. I said, don't worry, let me take that dry bit, and then after he's cut it, you can go for the pork. But she's like, no. And so she went,
sacrifice the dry bit.
I don't mind the dry bit, but but that turkey looked dry, so that's why I was quite surprised. But yeah, I've had the turkey before, but it is dry.
Sam said, all right, here we go. So Sam said, I use mature cheddar, and yes, I use a potato masher to break the bread until in the sauce until it's really creamy. Add any cheese you fancy, but I prefer cheddar. So it's cheddar, onions, and bread. That sounds amazing.
I could handle mozzarella, And
Yeah, you just eat any cheese you like.
I could do
You like
mozzarella.
cheddar. You eat.
I eat cheddar, yes, but I can't, like, as you know, I can only have thin slices of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So when the only one I can have quite a bit of is mozzarella cheese. So when I'm doing like a, you would have seen in Kel chat when I did the pizza toasts. Them pizza toasts were too nice. They were too nice. So yeah, yeah, I'm thinking, ooh, the pizza toast.
It's creamy and tasty without the cheese anyway. So Sam, thank you so much for sharing that, because that does sound really good. Mark loves blue cheese sauce and mac and cheese. Oh, do you know what? I have never had blue cheese in mac and cheese, but that does sound good. I love blue cheese. I know it's not everybody likes it. I mean, Kelly hates blue cheese. She hates it when I cook it. So
that and broccoli.
Yeah, I do. I love it. So I'll do a lot of things, like I'll put.
You can imagine what I have to put up with.
Yeah, but you love it. You love the blue cheese, but I grill it, so it really does bring out the taste of it. You hate the smell of it. There's something wrong with you. This blue cheese is the don of cheeses. It is such a, and it's a good British cheese as well. But cheddar's really good as well.
Yeah, I do love cheddar, but I have to have thin slices on my cheddar. On my cheddar, thin slices on my toast.
Stu's just laughing. I can't see that emoji. Yeah, she's a sad emoji. It is though. You've got to try that. I've never had blue cheese though with mac and cheese. It does sound amazing though. I think
no, it doesn't.
But actually, really doesn't. Decent mac and cheeses aren't just one cheese; is a load of different cheeses.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Gruyere cheese and yeah, I don't know.
Powerful Princess says it's unconditional love between us two. I was gonna.
It has to be.
Yes, exactly.
If somebody eating blue cheese and broccoli, it has to be.
She doesn't mind it. She loves it, really. Thunder said, Kelly, how about a thick layer of blue cheese on broccoli and then chocolate sauce on top?
Oh. Why would you even put chocolate sauce on top?
Which is wondering if there's a way you could sweeten that.
No.
So, would you not try blue cheese and broccoli?
No. They both stink.
What about cauliflower doesn't stink? Would you have cauliflower on
No, because the blue cheese stinks.
He's the yin to her yang.
That is very true.
We are very opposite.
Completely.
We are very, very opposite.
Yeah.
As you can see. Just to add cheeky sweetness. Actually, Kelly's cheeky sweetness.
It still wouldn't make it taste nice.
Where's Amy in all of this? Amy normally has a thing on there.
Yeah, she normally has a comment to say.
I'm sure Amy wouldn't go for blue cheese. I can't imagine Amy liking blue cheese. I must be honest.
Yeah, it's funny because like I do like, so in a cheese board, on my perfect cheese board, it would be cranberry Wensleydale because I love cranberry Wensleydale. I like La Roulette because I love La Roulette. I don't like
soft cheeses.
And I don't mind cheddar. My mum loves cheese. She likes the cubes of cheese and all of. So I like thin slices of cheddar. I like to have it with the crackers. Tesco do their finest crackers, right? Them crackers are so nice. They're so tasty. I was so shocked. I got them for Christmas because Mark and his family and my mum as well, and so does Evelyn. They like cheese and crackers. Like I'm not real big cheese and crackers. They like cheese, crackers, grapes, fruits, and things like that. When I did it, I think they came Boxing Day. And that's when they all gathered round on the sofa eating all of this. Anyway, I didn't even eat any of those crackers. It's only because when you opened it the other day, I think it was about a month ago or whatever, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll try one of these. Them biscuits are nice. They are nice.
They're really good.
They're really good. So I have it like with a bit of cheese, cranberry Wensleydale, a bit of. It doesn't go that well though with the cream cheese, I've got to say.
So says, blue cheese must be included on every cheese board. Absolutely, even if you don't like it, you should have it as an available. And smoked cheese, I would add to that.
First of all, you're both wrong.
No, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
All right, now Sam said, have you tried the cream cheese with pineapple and nuts? I've tried cottage cheese with pineapple. I've not tried cream cheese with pineapple.
I do know the one that you're talking about.
Is it any good?
Because it's round, I believe, with nuts on the side. because the nuts aren't in. I think the nuts are around the side of the cheese, if I'm remembering correctly. But I do not like cottage cheese. Oh,
Don't you? Do you know?
oh, I hate it.
I used to go for a phase having that every lunchtime, and then I
Oh,
stopped eating
it's
it because I just got
awful.
bored of it. Oh, I really like cottage
It's
cheese.
awful.
What is
And
it?
I remember having there was a diet when I was younger
Yeah,
that
Sam said that's the one.
my mum would follow. Yeah, because I remember seeing it. What that my mum would follow, and we had to have cottage cheese. Oh, the smell, everything. No,
There is
no.
an Eastern European dish where they make dumplings with cottage cheese. I'm sure it's a Ukrainian or Russian dish that you have
Just
it.
the smell. Even now, I just think,
I might
oh,
get some.
well, I don't even know what's worse, blue cheese or cottage cheese. I've got to be
Really?
honest. Yeah.
I mean, cottage cheese is one of those things. That's the one thing you're on. If you want to go eat healthy, you go for cottage cheese.
Oh, it's disgusting.
I don't mind it.
Even this, I'm blocking my nose because even the smell, I just think,
You blocking the nose for something that's just not even around.
yeah, I like, oh,
Oh, I'm nibbling
yeah.
on brie right now, so Sam. Oh, I don't mind brie.
Brie's not too bad. And I can have thin slices of brie. I went to a calf once, and I said, oh, I pointed to a sandwich. It was like a beef sandwich, and he put beef, onion, salad. He put brie on there. He toasted that up. It was so good. And then one time, when my grandparents were still alive, I made this for me and Steph, like my cousin Steph. Um, we both have the same taste. Actually, we're very similar in what we like. Like he doesn't like he like when we were growing up, our parents will cook rice every day and all that. And he's very much like me. Like he gets bored. He doesn't want to eat rice every day and all of this type of stuff. So his mum sometimes would have to cook him bacon and eggs and whatnot and what have you. And so uh I remember making this once for him, and he still remembers it to this day. He goes, "Do you remember that sandwich you made me, Kat?" And because I replicated that, and he ate it. He was so delicious. But we like pina coladas and things like that, and we're pretty similar in our taste.
Yeah, you are.
We're pretty similar.
You are.
He's probably the only one I would say
Mm.
we're very similar in our tastes.
Anyway, guys, we've been going for nearly 2 hours, so I think we will leave it there for today. As always, thank you so much for joining us on the chat. We really did have a good time as well, and it was really nice to talk about our favourite subject, which is food.
Obviously.
You saw us do the little review. Do you recommend it?
Yeah, I mean it's okay. I think if you like the I think if you I'm not like really fond of the Cadbury's caramel one. This one's just slightly different. It's okay if you
So
like that
Sam
something.
said, I've got a full brie cut in half. Oh my god, it's like cake instead of frosting and chutney in the center. Then you put it
Ooh.
on the top and lush for Xmas. You'll like it with cranberry sauce in the
Ooh.
middle. It looks pretty too. So basically, almost like you bake it, you put
Chutney.
it in the middle. I love that thing of brie. Brie goes really well with cranberry. I don't know why. But
Oh,
it goes so well.
you like the camembert.
The camembert,
That's the
sorry,
one
the
that you
camembert I
like.
do. But
Because when
that's,
you said bake it, I thought that's camembert.
I love baking camembert. That's really nice.
But we've got a beautiful chutney from well, there's two chutneys that we've tried. The one is from Waitrose and it's their #1 range. That's such a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other one we got was from Harrods, which I was quite surprised about. No, thank you. I was quite surprised about the one that we got from Harrods. That was a really good one too.
That was caramelized onion.
Yeah. So I would definitely, for sure, try that with brie.
That's actually quite nice. So that is the salted caramel dairy ice cream. Dairy ice cream?
Oh,
Dairy milk.
I would definitely recommend this one. This is my recommendation. So this is what Siobhan bought us. She bought us
Percy
both,
Pigs,
and I recommend the
the jammy type dodger
the
thing.
jam sandwich creams.
There you go.
So these are the ones that I recommend.
And those
They
the
are so good. Get them, try them. Especially if you like Percy Pigs, but they don't taste like Percy Pigs. The biscuit has a slight taste of Percy Pig, but it gets lost with the jam and the cream, so you can't really taste it.
But they are good.
They are good.
Sam said,
really
cut the
good.
brie in half and add anything. It looks so pretty. All right, we shall have a look. Anyway, guys, as I say, that is it for Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips and Things for today. But we will be back Friday, 6 p.m. UK time. As always, look after yourselves. Please take care. And remember, you're never too old to have fun. Sam said, Z would like to try. Zachary. I'm sure he would actually.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he would.
But yeah, so we will look forward to seeing you on Friday. As I say, look after yourselves. Take care. Bye, Amy, and we will see you on Friday.
Bye, everyone. Thank you
Take
for
care.
joining
Thank
us.
you so much.
Take
Bye for
care.
now.
Bye. Bye.